Okay, so we're going to talk about Bryan Adams' Summer of '69. It's got a bunch of different little techniques of new things we can learn. This opening part, we're going to start with the verse. The verse is, as far as your left hand goes, not hard. It's just a D chord and an A chord. And they're just a standard D and the A chord. Okay. The hard part comes in the strumming. This one's actually one that's more complicated down here. So the first thing we got to do is first establish when we play the chords. I've got them written on your sheet as 8 times each, which is not what we need to do. You actually only play them twice per chord over those 8 beats or 2 measures. So that what we're doing is essentially, if you want to think of counts, we're playing on count 1 of the first measure and the and of count 2 of the first measure, and then not playing any more. So it's like a 1. So we're thinking of 1 and 1 and I'm tapping my knee down here on the beats. 3, 4, 1 and so it comes. The second one comes in between where you hit the second beat and the third beat. It's in between them. 1 and, or if you're tapping your foot, down, up. All right, and you just want to make them really short. So it'll sound like this: 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just like that. Now here's the tricky part. We're going to palm mute some stuff. So what you're going to do, you're going to take this part of your hand, and you're just going to lay it literally on the strings, literally touching the strings. So what that causes, when you strum, you get nothing. Okay? And we're going to strum these all downstrokes, so it's kind of quick. It'll make this part of your arm hurt if you've not done this before. You're going to stroke eighth notes, or in between. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. All right? Now if you listen, when I put my chord down, you kind of hear the chord even though it's muted. Kind of a little bit. So what we're going to do is that. So if you're thinking over 2 bars, if there are 8 beats, and we're now doing it every other beat, we're doubling it. It's now 16 times on each chord. All right, so a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now in my head, I'm not counting 8. I'm counting 4 twice. But with that, I'm not really counting 16 either. That's too much. So now what we got to do is add in that 1 and 2 and where it still happens. So what you're going to do, if you notice my hand in here, I have it on the string, and I kind of just pop it away real quick when it's time to play that chord. So the intro will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 and 4 and 5. The only thing up to this, because this video is getting kind of long, and I don't like my videos to be very long. Another thing you can do to help with the muting is these strings down here. I'm actually not pressing down on them. I'm just putting my fingers there, and when I get the chord, I kind of squeeze my hand. So dot, dot, 2, 1, 2, and dot, dot. It helps the muting. And another thing too, you notice I'm not strumming all the strings too. I'm just kind of strumming the middle-ish ones on the palm mute, and then hitting everything on the other ones. So one more time, and then we done with this one. 1, 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it just loops a few times. So there's your verse.